Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Hard Count. Today, we got a great episode for you guys. We're talking NFL football, recap of Week 4, going into Week 5, what's going to happen, how these teams shake out. A lot of stuff was answered this week in the NFL, and we're going to start here with Thursday night with my favorite team, the Detroit Lions. They took on the Packers. It was a pretty exhilarating game for Lions fans out there. I mean, an absolute butt-kicking in the first half. I want to hear what you guys thought about it because I've been talking about it all week. I've said everything I could say. Brandon, you kick us off here.
Well, first of all, welcome, Jordan.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Welcome back, I should say.
Thank you.
You know, you saw him on one of the old very first videos of the Hard Count.
Tortillas.
With the old tortilla slap, Saints versus Cowboys. But welcome back
Thank you
to
for
the new
having me.
studio. And
This is sick.
welcome.
This is sick.
Yes, but carrying on to the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Boy, oh boy, do I miss David Montgomery. Man, that dude is an absolute beast behind the right O-line. And we all know Detroit has one hell of an O-line, and David Montgomery is him, okay?
Oh,
but
yeah.
not only that, I mean, the defense dominated the Packers.
Yeah.
I mean, it was one – I mean, when Goff threw that first pick, I was like, oh, no.
Yeah.
Like, when he threw it on the opening session, I was like,
Yep.
I was like, it might be one of these games.
Mm-hmm.
And then they stopped him. They held him to 3, and then they just boom, 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 boom. Like
Rolled.
Dave Montgomery had like what?
32 carries.
30. I knew it was 32.
Jeez.
32 carries. Wow.
32. Isn't that his number?
I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no. Well, he's number 5.
Yeah,
He's
sorry.
number
His
5,
old
but
number.
His old number. The old number that I have on a jersey. But Jordan, did you watch?
I
this
mean,
game?
first of all, as a Saints fan, I was happy that the Lions won because the Saints
Thanks, man.
crapped the bed, blowing a 17-0 lead in the fourth quarter. So I was rooting for the Lions, and I'm glad y'all won.
Thanks,
Great win. You guys have a great team this year. I'm really excited for y'all because, I think your fan base, the team deserves it. And hope y'all
City.
keep it up.
The city deserves
Great
it.
win so
Now,
far.
I got a question real quick before we move on. Jordan Love, he started great. I mean, not this game, but just in general for the season.
Yeah.
This game looked a little bit shaky, but he was trying to do a lot by himself. The defense was actually putting pressure on him pretty effectively. 5 sacks for 43 yards behind the line of scrimmage. What do we think he's going to finish like this year? We think he finishes top 20, top 15, top 10? What are y'all thinking? What's our range of outcomes right now?
I'm gonna put it at. I'm gonna say his ceiling. I'm gonna say his top 12.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm saying.
His bottom is probably like top 20, I'd say, like max 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think he has potential. I just think Dan Campbell figured him out a little bit, at least got, a little, like, obviously you're not going to figure out Jordan Love through 5 games of seeing him start,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a middle of the pack quarterback for me.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing some look. He could prove me wrong. I'm not saying he can't be a superstar, but look, last week when he played New Orleans, we had him wrapped, and then we just choked. But that's besides the point. He is a decent quarterback.
Yeah.
But
yeah, no, he's solid. It's just I think it's one of those. I mean, it could be. They have Christian Watson.
Yeah.
They have Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones is a little older.
Yeah.
AJ Dillon kind of
He looks rough this year.
he does look
regressed.
rough. Yeah.
But I mean, I like Dobbs and I like Christian Watson. That coming from a Bears fan, but I like it for obviously that team, but I don't want them. But no, I mean, I think if you put the right weapons around Jordan Love, he can break into that maybe that top 10 quarterback, maybe depending on what weapons in the line around him. I know Bakhtiari just went on like IR, maybe season ending, so
That's tough for him.
yeah, but I mean, Detroit just ransacked that O-line.
That was
embarrassing. They got to him. Aiden Hutchinson, like a sack in like the first quarter instantly.
That was fun.
Made himself known. Cam Sutton is like one of the
Dude,
most
he's playing
locked down
well.
corners in the league right now.
He's playing really well.
Yeah.
Like, I know he was good going into the season, but he's like really – he's earned every dollar he's been paid.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
This is first – I mean, like his second contract technically off the rookie, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah.
After the Steelers, so he's earned every bit of that.
Yeah, and then I mean, the Lions are just fun to watch. They're explosive and they're fast, and then I mean, just Dan Campbell's a fun coach to
he's a great
cheer
coach.
for and root for.
Yeah.
I like David Montgomery a lot, but I also like Jared Goff. I like how because it was like a story after the Rams traded. It was all like, oh, Matthew Stafford's going to the Rams. There goes Jared Goff's career, but he's playing some of the best football of his career in Detroit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
yeah.
Hats off to Jared Goff.
Comeback story. The Lions are on top of the world. Now I'm going to breeze past these couple games. Do we care about this one right here?
I watched that, actually. I
something to
woke
say
up
there?
at like 9. And
Crack of dawn.
Yeah, I woke up and I was like, isn't there a game in London right now?
We're talking about Falcons-Jaguars. Jaguars won 23-7 in London, and London himself had a touchdown in London.
London. I mean, Ritter played
Meh.
Quarterback.
Yeah, they need a new quarterback.
Mac Hollins wanted to kill him.
Yeah,
Did
Mac
y'all
Hollins
see that
didn't.
clip?
Yeah.
Mac Hollins didn't like him at all.
True.
Yeah, when he slapped his hand, like, what are you doing? Like, okay.
It's ridiculous.
Oh man, but yeah,
Trevor Lawrence looked good.
Yeah.
You know, him and Evan Ingram, that connection's strong.
It
If you
is.
don't guard Evan Ingram, you're going to get chopped up by Trevor Lawrence. That's maybe even more of a favorite wide receiver, I'd say, than Calvin Ridley.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Well, then again, Calvin Ridley's
No,
first
yeah,
year with the
yeah.
Jags, so obviously there's some building there. But Jags look good.
They do.
Heck yeah.
I like Doug Peterson.
All right, good stuff. Dolphins Bills
Oh, my
48-20. I thought that was going to be a closer contested game than this. The Bills were at home, so this kind of makes sense. The Buffalo Mafia is pretty strong. The Bills Mafia. Josh Allen went off. 320 for 4 touchdowns, and I think he ran one in.
Mm-hmm.
What a day for him. It's not A-Chain. It's what do you say it?
A-Chain, yeah.
It's not A-Chain, though. I think I said it wrong.
Oh, it's
It's like a Chan. No,
Oh,
that's not it. But anyways,
Devon.
Devon. There we go. Devon had a killer day again. 101 for 2 touchdowns. Stephon Diggs, 3 touchdowns for 120.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what a day. That was just like, this is a playoff matchup waiting to happen.
Oh,
Yeah.
We'll see this
for sure.
again and maybe twice this year.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously, I don't think Miami played their best ball. Clearly,
Yeah.
But you know, like Mike McDaniel said, like NFL's humbling. So like, you know,
yeah.
you'll drop 70 on a team in 1 week, and then the next week you'll just get punched in the face. So, you know, good win by the Bills. What were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say. I mean, Josh Allen. I had my question about him as him being a turnover machine and just being, you know, a little crazy with the ball sometimes. But for him to go out and do what he did against, I mean, when you drop 70 on a team the week before, I mean,
Yeah.
that is just ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought, yeah, like you said, it's gonna be a closer game. But I mean, what?
I know.
It's
But-
crazy.
I mean, what were Tyreek's stats? How do you? I think they.
Tyreek had
They
58 and zero touchdowns, which like is pretty tame for him.
Yeah. So
It's not a bad day. It's
hats off to the Bills, because seriously, that is big ups for them. Because I mean, to come in on a team that hot, coming in because they were 3-0 up at that point. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
And they lost their starting corner to an Achilles rupture.
yes,
Oh,
Jalen.
man.
Tre'Davious White.
Oh,
you're
my
right.
Lord,
Yeah,
I'm
you're
thinking it.
right.
Yeah, they stopped, and yeah, he threw his helmet, and I was like, oh, well, that's not good. So
Yeah.
Speedy recovery.
yeah, hopefully.
All right.
We like Tre'Davious.
If y'all good to move on, it is time to talk about this game, Brandon. The Toilet Bowl. Broncos, Bears in Chicago, 31-28. Russell Wilson cooked hot dogs and SpaghettiOs, came back and won this game from death. Brandon.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you this question, and you can bounce it back to me.
All right.
Chicken or the egg? Is it Fields? Is it the coaching? I asked you this question last week, and you gave your answer. So how about we do this one instead? When do the coaches need to go?
Yeah, I was about to say. I was like, well, considering now again, it is the Broncos defense, so like it's nothing like we just Justin Fields went off against let's say Buffalo's
70
defense,
points.
or
He had his first
but
300 point.
it's
300
still
point, 300-yard game.
Yeah,
it's a big
still
deal.
It's I mean, yeah, long overdue, but I mean, it finally happened.
Mhm.
Justin Fields looked good. I mean, he was slinging the ball. That's what the fans wanted. That's what we wanted to see. He was rolling out of the pocket. He was hitting his wide receivers. He wasn't really like double like doing the double check about it. Like, he wasn't like pumping.
Yeah.
He
Letting it
just you
fly.
saw that ball just go. And then like you saw it on that sideline catch with Equinemius St. Brown. That was a great catch, by the way. That was a
Beautiful.
great pass. And then, he hit Cole Kmet wide open twice for the end zone. And DJ Moore, that pass was also sick. But
That was
so
amazing.
obviously, clearly it's not Justin Fields, right? Not all of it, right? There
Yeah.
were some games, obviously last games there
This
were
game,
some.
no.
This game, it was not Justin Fields. This
No.
game, it was the coaching staff.
Yeah.
The coaching staff, I don't know how. I'm going to be honest. I fully expected Eberflus to be fired after this game. I was pretty upset. I was upset about it because it's the Broncos, and they just fetched you 21 points.
At
Like, it wasn't
home.
like we're just neck and neck the whole game, and then they
No.
just, like, slung it and got out. The defense got, like, blistered in the second half.
Mhm.
Like, it seemed like we had Russ on their edge a little bit. They were moving the ball a little bit. The run game was strong for them, but then, they would just find wide open men. So something with Coach Eberflus, because he took over the defensive play calling, I don't know what happened. He needs to go back to being a strict DC, Dan Quinn. So I don't know how they're still around, but I'm going to give it literally this Thursday, Washington, Chicago.
Yeah.
This Thursday, if we lose, and especially if we get whooped by the Commanders, I wouldn't be surprised if Friday we see a, new coaching staff or an interim head coach.
Might be record time.
Yeah. So or it could happen that night too.
Isn't it? Because when's the last time I saw a stat that isn't it 14 straight losses or something?
Yeah, we haven't lost since we haven't won since last October.
Wait, and when was his coach hired? He's a brand new hire, isn't he?
This is year 2 for
second.
him.
He need to go.
Yeah.
Oh, he need to go. Oh, I would have been gone. Oh, you're looking at my Bears fan.
Yeah.
I would be on Twitter outrageously going after his name.
Yeah, he is on record, I think 3 and 22 overall as a head coach.
Because why I say that is because at some point once the players give up on the coach, and I don't follow the Bears.
Yeah, I think they lost the locker room.
All right, then you need change immediately.
I think they lost the locker room. Obviously when Fields came out and basically said it was coaching, but then took his word back and was like, "Well, let me clean it up."
Nah, he knew he was saying
because I think Ryan Poles was like, we probably can't say that. And then, so obviously, I think it's a clean slate if the Commanders go and wipe their floor with us. Again, it should be an interesting game. But what do y'all think it is? Y'all think it's the coaching staff? Do you think it's
take it away, Jordan?
A little bit of the field?
It's coaching. A great hire would be Matt Canada coming in.
No.
Coming in, giving Justin Fields some confidence.
Nope. We already got robbed from the Steelers once with the Chase Claypool trade. We don't need
legal bank robbery.
They don't need to rob us again, or just see us fail with Matt Canada.
No, with the Bears, I think it's coaching. It's so obvious because Justin Fields I really feel bad for him because the talent is definitely there. Now, okay, he's had some mishap, throwing the ball. So it happens. He's a young QB, but to come in there and then just to have he doesn't look confident like he was at Ohio State, and then just before he really came in because he was a really big quarterback that had potential.
Yeah,
and that whole team, I think a new voice really to come in that locker room. I think it'd be great for them.
Yeah.
But, I must win this week.
Yeah, let me say something too. There was a video that kind of went viral around Bears fans that on the way out after Justin Fields threw for plus 300 yards. This is how idiotic the Bears fan base is. I'm going to be honest. If you're a Bears fan and you're watching this, there's about a 50% chance that you're a little stupid. Okay?
It's a pretty high percentage.
Okay, or at least don't know ball. I'm not saying I'm perfect at this, okay? I'm not going to say I've known that, it's in my blood or anything like that, okay? I'm not perfect in any means, but there was fans after the game. There was a dude, because the guy was videoing behind him. There was a dude in a Justin Fields shirt, like a Justin Fields, jersey shirt, chanting Caleb Williams' name on the way out of the stadium.
Oh, boy.
What are you doing? Okay? If anything, why don't people support their quarterback in a time of – it's not Jesus, just support him. Just hold on, okay? If the first round – I want to say this because if the draft pick comes, okay, we get first overall, it's going to as just any GM, it's hard to pass up Caleb Williams and that talent, okay? It's just hard to – so if that happens – it's sad to say, but I think Justin Fields does move on, but that's also good for his career.
Yeah,
because I will fully expect, and this is what Bears fans deserve for having whoever chants and boos different quarterbacks' names and boos them at games. I fully expect him to leave and ball out somewhere else. I completely expect some coach to be like, well, all right, we'll take him, and then he just becomes a top 15 quarterback. So I mean,
not for sure.
You're digging your own grave, and then Caleb Williams is gonna be stuck in the same position because he has no O-line, and our defense is buns. Okay, so watch what you say. Okay, support the quarterback. Justin Fields is my quarterback. Okay, and I will support him day in and day out. That's what I have to say.
Brand's a real one. Let's end it on that. That was just absolutely beautiful. That was poetry in motion. All right. Ravens and Browns 28-3,
Swept
routing. Lamar looked like MVP Lamar. Great game. DTR had to start this game because Watson was hurt.
And that sucks.
It does suck. Do you have anything to say here? I mean, it was just
it sucks for DTR because the Ravens are not the team you want to go against on defense as your first rookie game.
I know. He's pretty good too.
Oh yeah.
I think he's got potential.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah, I definitely do. But yeah, you just don't want to. I mean, it's just unfortunate that you had to start him there. I don't think, but to be honest, the way the Ravens played, I don't think Deshaun would have changed the outcome of that game. Maybe they maybe would have scored a couple extra points, but I think the Ravens just would have hands down, flat out, they won this game.
Yeah,
for sure. Anything to say, Jordan?
No.
Andrew's balled out.
All right, good stuff. All right, guys, I need to talk about this with y'all. The Bengals.
Lord.
It's getting scary, y'all.
Dog water.
Joe, what's going on, my boy?
3 points. I understand Joe's hurt, and we're going to get to that. But the Titans routed them 27-3.
3.
Derrick Henry's back from the dead. We thought he was in trouble there for a week or two. He's completely fine, it turns out. The Bengals is everybody's medicine. That gets them fixed. Is it panic alarm time for the season? Because Joe and company cannot get it done. They just can't score points, which is completely against everything they're known for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah, this is interesting because I didn't see this coming. Well, actually, yes, I did because he was injured coming into the season. And I'm a big Joe Burrow fan.
Oh, yeah. This guy's diehard right here.
And Jamar Chase. But what's happening there is ridiculous because you see, obviously, he's injured. And I think you just gave him this contract. And the last thing you want to see him do is because I think it's year 1. Didn't he have an ACL tear or something?
Yep.
Now, he did. I know it's his calf or something, but it's a lower leg injury. And, I would even risk it. And coming into the season, there were questions about his health. I would have made sure, look, we just gave you all that money, that new contract. The last thing I'm going to do is put you in a position, because their offensive line, I don't even think is that great either.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not great.
But I would be, I think what the Bengals have done this season has been just poor all the way around. And to be honest, I don't even know how they're going to fix this, because of this. Well, it's still early in the season. They still could turn this around, but right now, at least, I would be questioning Joe's health, and I would even be willing to sit him just so he can get healthy, because obviously something's wrong.
For sure.
Yeah.
I agree with not really much else. I don't have much else to say. I mean, I agree with the sit 'em. I think just take your losses, take your chances with that. Jamar Chase pissed. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know who is pissing him off. Losing, but that dude, like Jordan said it, I'm always open. I'm always effing open. It's something's not right there. Okay,
Yeah.
So there's something going on. I mean, Joe Mixon's fine. He's getting carries, but he's only rushing for 57 yards a game. So something is either O-line completely is just a failed experiment, and the next draft they need to draft 2 straight O-linemen back to back in the draft. I don't know, but I'm not Houday Nation.
Exactly. Houday.
But I mean, Cade, do you have anything to say about Joe Burrow's injury or anything?
Yeah, this is an executive decision. The coaches, the trainers need to make a decision now. That this quarterback is their future. They just paid him so much money. Sit him. I truly think sit him for the at least next 2 months. If your backup can get it done, cool. It's not looking great. We're 1-3, but if we somehow get back in the playoff race, cool. Joe comes back and he's feeling good. You just got to go with that. I don't understand why they're making him hobble through this. It makes him look bad. It makes the whole team look bad. Let him get his rest. He's your guy for the next 5, 6, 7 years. I think
for sure.
I think they're wasting everybody's time.
Yeah, I agree. And they have potential in the quarterback room. It's not like they're just dry. But you saw what Cooper Rush did for the Cowboys that one year with Dak. Was it last year or the year before that? But I mean, Cooper Rush won some games.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, no one's going to question Joe Burrow at quarterback 1. Just win games, okay? Let's rest your quarterback, win games is basically what Cade was saying. But let's move on to what game?
Rams-Colts overtime win here for the Rams. I know the Rams don't have any fans, supposedly, but I still want to talk about it. Puka Nacua is playing out of his mind.
Out of his mind.
Cooper Kupp is coming back here pretty soon, supposedly. But Puka had 9 for 163 and a game-winning touchdown. Game-winning touchdown, Brandon and Jordan.
Game-winning touchdown.
I mean, he's playing I'm going to say it, He's playing like a top 10 receiver right now.
He is.
At least. Maybe top 5, dare I say. This guy's playing out of his mind right now.
Yeah.
Him and Stafford have a special connection. He just finds the open space out of BYU. I mean, I don't think these teams are destined for anything this offseason. Like, by offseason, I mean the playoffs.
Yeah,
But this is just a good, solid win here for the program.
Yeah.
Jordan?
I have nothing. I didn't catch this game, but
I'll add a quick couple things. One, I think both futures for these teams are very bright, though. Both are very young teams. They just have some different things to work on. Now, question. Puka Nakua's jerseys are officially sold out, right? They sold out on the NFL website.
Wow, that's
but do you think it's Sean McVay? Like, does Sean McVay have an effect on, like, one wide receiver or something like that? Like his wide receiver one or something? Because Puka became that when Cooper Kupp got injured.
Yeah.
Cooper Kupp became that when he got Stafford. I mean, maybe it's just McVay knows how to utilize these these just wide receivers that perfectly. Like
Sean McVay is one of these special play callers that just, if you have one of them, because Kyle Shanahan, list goes down.
Mike McDaniel.
All these type. Well, Mike, he might need to get fired, but Mike McDaniel's then not Mike McDaniel's.
Yeah, I was saying, Dolphins coach. I was like, please fire him and come to the Bears.
I'm thinking of Josh McDaniels.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking.
I know you're
Josh
he needs
McDaniels.
to be fired.
He needs to go. Anyways, but one of these special play callers, they can just put your receivers in just great positions. Like it's really great to watch. We don't have that. Well, we're gonna talk about them coming up soon. But I think for sure, just coming in, taking just receivers that you just don't know about and turning them to special. And it's just setting up an offense where it's easy to operate, and it really is fun to watch. So yeah, kudos to him.
All right, Cade, let's move on.
All right, good stuff. Our next game, we're talking about the Buccaneers whooped the Saints 26-9 last Sunday morning. Jordan, I have to ask you this question. Jordan, lifetime diehard Saints fan, and everybody knows it.
Who dat?
Who dat nation? I mean, Derek Carr's a little bit hurt. The playing calling's questionable. The defense looks like Swiss cheese. I mean, actually, they're a little bit better than that. No, don't get me wrong. But where do we start? I'm going to give you a nice 3-minute timer here. Just start ranting, Jordan.
In my life as a Saints fan, I have been blessed. First of all, because I had Drew Brees and Sean Payton, I grew up watching exciting offense. Like, that's who we were. And really, like, the past decade, our defense is always, like, it was always reversed. Our defense was crap, and then our offense was just amazing. What I've watched this season, I won't even put on that last game. It's just been embarrassing. It is just a joke. Pete Carmichael, I put it out on Twitter. And the New Orleans Saints organization, I don't know what is happening, but this mediocrity crap that we're allowing in this organization is like a plague entering. It's ridiculous. Pete Carmichael needs to go. I don't care what it is. I don't care who calls plays. Hell, hire Drew Brees at this point. Come back, because there is no way we have Alvin Kamara, who rushes 30. He set a record last week. He was the first running back to ever have 13. It was 13 receiving yards, but less than 77 yards. It was ridiculous. Huh. We have Chris Olave, I love Chris Olave, a straight dog. We have all these weapons, yet this 19. I don't even this prehistoric coach that we have, and Pete Carmichael is a joke. He needs to go. Dennis Allen, finally last week. He finally and what you did, Dennis Allen, you're starting to annoy me, because I used to back you, because our defense isn't the problem. The problem is they're on the field for so long. Like what happened to the Packers, our offense, we got conservative, and that's how we blew the lead, because Derek Carr got injured, and then, this, that, and the other happened, and then, the lead blew. But what happened in Tampa Bay versus New Orleans is an embarrassment. It shows just how far we've regressed since Sean left. And I honestly, this is a hot take for me, I feel like Sean needs us and we need him, because what's happened in Denver has been trash. But Sean, come back home. Please come back home. Oh, God. But it's a joke. I mean, what's happening with the New Orleans Saints offense is ridiculous. We literally this season have more turnovers than touchdowns. How is that possible? It's ridiculous. My eyes are bleeding watching that team play offense. It's not even fun. It's not fun, because I sit there. We barely beat Tennessee. We won by 1 point. Then against Packers, we only scored 1 touchdown, and then we had a punt return and a field goal, and that's it. And then we come at Carolina. Had Carolina not be dealing with injuries, they would have beaten us, and they're 0-4. Like, the fact that we have a winning record, to me, it's just surprising. I don't know when we're going to see, because we're going to lose next week, because we're still having Pete Carmichael call plays. This guy should be fired. I would have kicked him down the can last year, because last year I saw the issues, and you had the Saints fan, you had the ESPN analyst coming on and saying, oh, I got dark horse. Oh, no, you don't. Derek Carr is washed. He's trash. I don't care what it is. I want Caleb Williams. Go ahead. It is ridiculous, and we need change right now. And I don't want to hear another spout of, oh, just give it time. It's early. No, because the same the same crap happened last year where we couldn't score, we couldn't do anything, and we're starting to be relevant. And this is what it is.
Jordan, that was from the heart, and I appreciate you.
That was beautiful. There's nothing to be said.
Nothing to be said.
By us, at least. Go ahead. That was awesome.
That was beautiful, Jordan. I mean, you hit it right on the head. It starts at the top. The leadership is poor. The play calling is worse. And Derek Carr, I actually like him as a person, but as a quarterback, he's not doing.
He sucks.
That's a better way to say it.
Triple coverage last week, Carolina. Y'all should clip that too. I'm just gonna throw it where. Oh, dude, don't even get started with him. I'm over him.
All right, just for Jordan's sanity, we're gonna move on. But thank you, Jordan, for talking.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
Ridiculous.
Commanders, Eagles. The Commanders. Well, the Eagles won 34-31 in overtime. The Commanders had the game-winning, supposedly, air quotes, drive, and they could have gone for 2 and won the whole thing. When you play a better team, you don't take it to overtime. You finish it there, or at least try to, because you're going to lose in overtime, especially with the NFL's coin flip rule.
Yeah.
So they didn't do it. Rivera did not choose to go for it, and they lost to the Eagles. How far did the Eagles go this year? Obviously, they look well, but they look like one step back from last year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
Yeah, right now, I have the well, oh, Lord, I never thought I would say this.
Oh.
I think the Cowboys are going to win the NFC East.
Ooh, okay.
I think I was very shocked what I'm seeing from the Eagles right now, especially because their defense, I think, took a step back. And I'm just not seeing that same team. Now, I could be wrong. I'm praying the Eagles win that division because those nauseating Cowboys fans. Silas, I hope you're watching this. But, yeah, the Eagles, I'm not too big on them this year, to be honest.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no, I perfectly said. I agree. The Eagles are winning games. They're not, like, beating teams. The Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs are beating teams.
And the Dolphins, yes, sir.
And the Dolphins. Yeah. They are beating teams. The Eagles are winning games.
Yeah.
Okay? There's a difference because you can win a game by 3 points. Yeah, it's a win. Great win. That's all that matters, really.
Mm-hmm.
But come playoff time, you got to win, but also you got to kind of show out, okay?
Yeah. Yep.
You got to prove that, especially if you're going to face these AFC teams that are Miami, Buffalo, Kansas City, all potential Super Bowl candidates.
I mean, even within their own conference, 49ers.
Exactly.
And
Yeah,
49ers and Dallas, too, yeah.
49ers are my NFC champions.
Oh, yeah,
Yep.
they are mine, too.
But the Cowboys, I agree. The Cowboys will win the NFC East.
I'm looking forward to that game. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, that's going to be a great one.
Let's keep it pushing. Vikings, Panthers, man. 2-0-3 teams going at it. The Vikings take this one home. Justin Jefferson had 2 touchdowns, and it was okay.
Yeah, it was fine.
It was a fine game. I don't really want to talk about it.
No, not really. Panthers lose more so we can get a higher draft pick.
Exactly.
That's all.
It's a win for the Bears.
Yeah, nothing against the Panthers.
I was just making one point. I hope the Vikings win, so you lose Kirk Cousins, you don't get Caleb. Jack, I love
the
you.
Vikings
Make my
won't
year.
get Caleb. They'll grab they could get like Bo Nix. But anyway, we'll talk about that maybe in like
Bo Nix has got a ring to it in Minneapolis.
They might like that there. Oh
yeah, go Brandon.
Yeah, man.
Just go.
CJ Stroud.
Yeah, baby.
Let's go, baby.
Texans won 30-6. Beat the Steelers at home. Huge game for CJ Stroud. Playing out of his mind.
Out of his mind.
Yeah. I mean, rookie. He's got the 4th most yards in the league and 0 interceptions. He's the only top 5 yards guy to have no interceptions. Brandon, go.
Absolutely crazy, okay? Because he's not doing this with, like, Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. He's doing this with Nico Collins.
Yep.
Tank Dell.
Tankdale's pretty – oh, by the way, great players, okay?
Young and old. Robert Woods.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so this isn't like, yeah, they're great players, but they're not like superstars, right? So it's not like you elevated, CJ. This is CJ Stroud dicing up the league.
Yeah, he is.
Like, and it's the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah.
Not a bad defense at all.
Not at all.
Okay, that's really their only strong suit at this time.
Yep.
And they only the Texans held them to 6. Okay.
Texans owned him.
Yeah, owned them. I mean, it's exciting to watch C.J. Stroud ball out like that and only get better. Will Anderson, I mean, looks great.
Yep.
I mean, there's nothing but happiness in Houston. I mean,
this is gonna be my AFC team. I'm rooting for him this year.
I really hope they upset some people in the playoffs.
Typically,
I would love to see C.J. Stroud go deep into the playoffs.
Oh yeah, typically like in our little. I mean, I think everyone's like this. You have like your team in whatever conference you're in, then on the other side of the playoffs, you're like, I'm rooting for this guy.
Yeah.
I hope they sneak in. This is gonna be the team.
I'll hop on there with you.
Oh, we got 2 on the train.
Yeah.
Jordan, you want to join?
I'll join.
All right,
CJ, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go, Stroud. This is fun stuff.
Crazy.
All right, for our next game, I'd like to thank our sponsor. No, I'm just kidding. We don't have a sponsor.
Not yet.
Not
Unless anybody.
Yeah, give us a ring. Make you some cash. Chargers, Raiders. I don't want to talk about this.
No,
I don't care. Can we move on?
No,
Khalil, 6 sacks,
Yeah,
baby.
Khalil Herbert has. Khalil Herbert. Khalil Mack, I miss
He
you.
had 6 sacks?
Yeah, he has 6 sacks. The Bears have 6 sacks on the season.
Come home.
Please come back to us. We're sorry we
Ridiculous.
gave you away for scraps. Thanks, Ryan Poles.
Patriots at the Cowboys.
Oh
this
my
was just doomed
Lord.
from the
That was
start.
Mac
I don't know
Jones.
why. Was this a 425, right? Why do they keep
Yeah.
playing these Cowboys games that are going to end like
It,
this?
well, yeah, it's just Dallas.
It's Jerry
Dallas.
Jones raking in the money.
Nobody wants to watch him.
I will say, well, Micah Parsons obviously is getting triple teamed. There's pictures of that and video clearly. I think this was maybe again, it's the Cowboys, right?
Yeah.
But maybe this, I know there's Patriots fans on the edge. There's probably like a 50-50 split, maybe a little bit less or something. But I think this is kind of like Mac Jones' guide out of the Patriots. Like, I think this is kind of the little nudge towards the door.
I'll even take a step further. This whole experiment with Bill Belichick and Tom Brady left,
Yeah, Tom.
it's starting to show who
Yeah.
was really the guy winning the championships. Tom Brady looks like that guy right now
Yeah.
versus him. So Bill Belichick, I don't know. Right now, at least, it looks like I'm going with Tom. I'm on the Tom team,
yeah.
Tom. But I know people are like, oh, it was Bill, the mastermind. But what just happened last week?
Bill, retire.
Yeah.
Please retire before it gets too bad.
I got the 20-second rant to that. Bill Belichick, when the league was favored to defense, I think he carried, but that was like 2005, 6 guys. Now we're in the teens. Guys, it's 2023. About to be 2024. This is an offensive league, totally with y'all. Tom carried that team from the second we cared about football and on because we were youngsters back then.
Yeah.
I got nothing else to say about this game.
Yeah, I'm good.
Cowboys look damn good. All right.
Good.
Cardinals, 49ers. Cardinals are playing hard, man.
Yeah.
Nothing else to say really
Not
here.
a team to take lightly.
That's an NFC rivalry. NFC West rivalry too.
Yep.
Not a team to take lightly. But we did think the 49ers would win.
Yeah.
And the Niners, yet again, like Brandon just said, proved our point. They're killing people, man. They look great. They're winning. It's Super Bowl
Brock
favorite
Purdy's
right now in
him.
my eyes. Yeah.
What Kyle Shanahan is doing with all these quarterbacks
It's
that
great.
he's had to deal with,
Dude.
Jimmy G getting him to Super Bowl, and then Jimmy G,
Just getting him there. Come on, let's go.
and then Mr.
That's true.
Irrelevant coming in and just
Mhm.
being that guy. They have
Yeah.
that offense is unbelievable. Chris McCaffrey, Debo, all of them. But what were you about to say?
No, I was just saying. No, I was going to go off of that because
Yeah.
you said Mr. Irrelevant. They also took another quarterback, Trey Lance. That, but the cool thing was
Yeah.
the thing that says Brock Purdy is him is because you have that. Everybody has that consensus Kyle Shanahan can make any offensive scheme work, any quarterback work. He couldn't work with Trey Lance.
That's
Yep.
true.
Brock Purdy
Yeah.
comes out of Iowa State and is about to take his team to the NFC Championship.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
So again, clearly Brock Purdy isn't just a system quarterback in a great system. Yeah, Christian McCaffrey, 4 touchdowns. Crazy to have. Great trade for the GM and everything in the 49ers in the Bay Area. Smart. Surround your quarterback with talent. That's what they did.
Mhm.
And my God, it's showing.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy is him, though.
When your quarterback throws for 20 for 21, 1 incompletion and 0 picks in the season, you're doing something right.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right. Good stuff.
But that's
guys.
enough said on that.
Good
Niners
stuff.
gone far.
Oh,
Cowboys, just know they coming.
Oh,
They coming.
oh yeah, they do play next week.
Next week Sunday Night
No
Football.
way.
Yeah,
Next
the
week, Sunday Night
Cowboys.
Football.
Oh, I know where I'm going to be.
Yeah.
We should hit a bar for that. That's
Sunday
Yes,
Night
we
Football.
should.
They coming. I know you Cowboys fans. I don't gotta say your names.
Yeah, but that's going to be interesting, though. 'cause
I
what
think
if
the Cowboys are ready, in my opinion. I think Cowboys are a gregreat team. I think 49ers are going to route this home.
I don't know. Dak Prescott said something interesting at the end of the game.
What did he say?
Some reporter asked him, what were your feelings
yeah.
after the game you lost the playoffs? Like, are you gonna piss me off? Whatever. Blah blah blah.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Dak, I still think you're trash, but I'm just saying, That 49ers front four, yeah, they coming.
They got Hargrave now from the Eagles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's going to be obviously a major test for the Cowboys. But if you can contain Christian McCaffrey just a little bit,
Stop that run game.
You can't. Let me just say that you can't contain Christian McCaffrey at all, but you can like restrict him a little bit. Maybe.
Yeah.
If you can manage that somehow, Dan Quinn, you have a big chance.
Yeah.
Okay, I think, because your defense will handle the rest. I think Bland's playing great and Gilmore's playing great, but we'll see. I'm excited for that game though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good stuff. Chiefs, Jets, I'm pissed I did not watch this game because Zach Wilson was putting on a show.
Yeah, he did.
245, 2 touchdowns. Of course, Taylor Swift was in the house. That's anybody. That's all we know about this entire game. And I heard they threw some bullshit flags on the last drive. They didn't let him get the game-winning drive or at least give him a chance.
They did.
I was really pulling for Zach because he has been just going through the ringer.
Did you see that reporter?
Rodney Harris.
Oh,
Rodney
yeah.
just like trying to
Yeah.
bait Chris Jones
Yeah,
and
and Chris
saying
Jones
that
was like-
horrible stuff.
Yeah, he's a great quarterback. And Rodney's like, come
Yeah,
on,
come
man.
on, man.
He's doggy. And
It's
I'm
like, what's up
what?
with all these reporters that just think they're hot, crap, and
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
think they can
media
call
landscape.
out quarterbacks now just to get a voice out there and just to get their numbers up on ESPN because they think they know what they're talking. I mean, they do know what they're talking about, but also, what are you doing?
Like if you say oh he played poorly,
Yeah.
he's had a rough start to the season. That's all fine
Yeah.
and dandy.
Yeah.
But
saying
say-
he's trash. We
Trash.
know he's not good.
and
He's
trying
been-
to bait other players to be
That's
like,
ridiculous.
yeah,
That's just
say he's
unprofessional.
trash.
It's like,
Say he's
dude,
trash.
Come on, what are we doing? That's all I really got to say about this game. That just pissed me off.
Zach played really. I really hope they turn it around
Me too.
because
There's hope, man.
they have such a good team.
He plays like that. He threw the ball 39 times. That's trust in your
And one thing
quarterback.
I'm really impressed about Zach, coming from last year, I know he fumbled a snap for the Jets that really cost him big in the game on Sunday. But last year, the same incident happened. He was like, "No, it's not my fault." Now, this last week when he came to that press conference, was like, "Oh yeah, it's my fault." Maybe it's because he's doing all that pressure and everybody's coming after him. But I've seen maturity in him, and I really do hope he does well. Now, will that happen? We'll see. He's got to keep his confidence high. But hope he does well.
All right, good stuff. I couldn't have said it better. Yeah, he just looks more mature, more poised. I'm not going to say it's like Aaron Rodgers effect. I think he just got to take a step back for 3 weeks, and that was the biggest thing, just self-reflect. Seahawks, Giants.
Lord have mercy.
Giants, you suck.
Yeah, that's bad. That is awful.
You suck.
Embarrassing.
That's coming from the Bears fan. The Denver Bears game you thought was a toilet bowl? Giants Bears would be worse. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought the Saints game was bad? That was awful.
That was atrocious to watch.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones had no help at all.
Yeah.
No.
And you know what? And
he
you
got
fools coming at Daniel Jones, watch that O-line.
Yeah, he got sacked 6 times.
10 times.
10 times.
That tells you, I would be, oh, man, waking up this morning, Daniel Jones, I don't know how you did. Because, dude, oh, man. But that night, he did have one bad pick. I think it was
yeah, he did. Yeah, because they were about to score and, kind of bring it back within 3, and then he threw it in the red zone. That was the one play that was
because Peyton Manning,
Daniel.
he was sitting there I was like, oh, Lord.
He's sacked 10 times. I said that's allowed.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
I don't know what's happening with the Giants. Without Saquon,
team.
the Giants just look like
Shut down.
Lifeless.
It's a bad football team.
Kind of just like a dead fish.
Yep.
Prayers up, Jamal Adams. I hope you,
Right there.
do
Yeah,
better.
that
Yeah, that's
That was tough.
That was tough to watch, but shout out to the Seahawks. I don't like you, DK Metcalf, because I think you're whatever. Let's move past that. But Seahawks, he did something to Marshawn not too long ago.
Okay.
But
Okay.
anywho, yeah, good one for Seattle. But Giants, wow, that O-line is awful. That's
Disgusting.
awful. 10 sacks, come on now, can't happen.
Yeah, and then the tackling was just non-existent.
Oh yeah, come on now.
Because when Noah Fant takes a little out and a little dump off pass from Drew Lock, a backup, and sprints down the sideline for 50 yards, basically untouched. Everyone thinking they can just two-hand touch him.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
What are you doing,
Ryan
dog?
Dabble, wrap up, man. Come on, man. But yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah.
Unless y'all want to review the next week's games.
I have 3 games I want to highlight for next week,
'Kay.
and we'll shut this thing down because our timer is now at 38 minutes.
Ah.
Oh, man. So, 3 games. 1, we talked about this in the beginning. Brandon did specifically. Bears, Commanders in 2 nights. That'll be Thursday Night Football. This could be the first firing of the season with the Bears loss. Brandon, would you prefer firing this game and just a quick no, or do you want this to, straggle out? And your condensed answer because we're short on time.
To be honest, I think Flus is fired at the end of the season or this game. So
Rip the Band-Aid?
rip the Band-Aid, but I don't want to lose. I want Justin Fields to ball out again like we all know we can and go ball out Fields.
God bless. That was a great answer. All right, game 2 I want to highlight. The Bengals and the Cardinals. The Bengals are playing like doo-doo trash, and the Cardinals are playing their hearts out. I think the Cardinals are going to upset them here. The line is -3 Cincy. Give me that +3 Cardinals all day long.
I'm hammering that.
Yeah.
That's a game I'm looking at.
And then
then obviously Cowboys 49ers on prime time, 7:20
Oh, it's in
NBC.
San Fran.
Oh yeah, be there.
good.
It's going to be packed in that stadium.
it's going to be rocking. Wait, you guys want to talk about the Green Bay Packers and the Las Vegas Raiders?
Yeah, no shot. No shot. Brandon, get us out of here.
Hey, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys made it this far, we love and appreciate every single one of you. Thank you, Jordan, for coming on to the show. We will have, of course, our college broadcast this week as well. And we want to bring more content to you, more videos weekly. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, X, Threads. All of our socials are down there at Hard Count Live. Follow
His socials.
Follow Jordan Davis' socials. We'll put them here, right here. Look at all this. Look at all this. And, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. We love and appreciate every single one of you. Like, comment, and subscribe. And, guys, we'll see you in the next video. Peace.